The Food Science Foodie.
Interviews. Hi, Joseph here, aka the Food Science Foodie, and today I am at Thorntons corporate headquarters in Louisville, Kentucky. Alright, Food Science Foodies, so I'm here today with the Fresh Food Product Development Technician, Miss Nakoma. So, to kick off the interview, first I just want to kind of ask, what is a day in the life like? What kind of things might you do regularly?
Sometimes it's time to sit down and start looking at new products that we've been working on. So maybe we need to look at a new burrito, or maybe we're looking at a new type of protein that we might be interested in working with. We get samples in just about every day of the week from vendors. It is our job in the lab to test not only the hot foods that we are preparing for our guests to eat, but we are also testing the prepared foods that come in that are going to go into our deli cases. So we will get samples of pre-made sandwiches and decide, is this right for our guests? Or if we think it is right for our guests, are they right for all guests in all markets? Or maybe it's better for the Chicago market, maybe it's better for people in the Tampa market. And then from there, we'll start to look at our pipeline reporting chart, and we'll try to see, okay, what products do we need to start working on now? If this product is due to launch in a couple months, maybe we need to finalize it now, or maybe we need to start thinking about what's going to launch after that next product.
It sounds like in your position, things are kind of changing on the regular, things are different each day.
Every day. Even if I come in and I think I have a set schedule, I'm a very organized person. I like to have my list of things that I know that I'm going to be doing. But sometimes I come in and that entire list just goes completely out the window. It's a really innovative industry, and it always keeps me guessing. It always keeps me on my toes.
So how did you find out about food science? How did you find out about the industry as a whole?
So in high school, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and the only thing that I knew for sure that I really enjoyed was food. So I didn't really think that going to culinary school was going to be for me. So I thought maybe I'd go into something like dietetics. I really like science, so I thought that would be a good place to start. The summer before my junior year, I completed a volunteership at a hospital near my home, and that volunteership was in dietetics, and I just helped them out in the kitchen, and then there would be some days where I would go around with the dietitian to the patients to take orders or to talk to them if they had concerns. I worked more in the kitchen with the cooks at that hospital than I did with the dietitian, because she was at her desk so much all day, every day, just sitting at her desk. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. I also hate hospitals, so that's something to consider for yourself if you're thinking about going into dietetics. The next year I took a chemistry class in high school, and I loved it, and I wanted to do something with science. I'd always liked sciences, and I really loved chemistry, and I loved food, and I figured there had to be something that put those together. So I just did a Google search. I think I typed into the Google search bar something like careers food chemistry, and food science came up as a college major. And so I started looking at schools that offered something. Some schools call it food science, some schools call it food technology, or some get more specific with like food chemistry or food analysis. And that's how I found food science. It's a pretty small community of individuals that have food science majors, so you get a really awesome education, you meet some really cool people, and you learn about some really cool foods that way.
What kind of advice might you have for anyone else who's interested or thinks they might be interested in food science or the food industry at large?
I would say put yourself out there. If you think you're interested in a certain topic, research it. Find an industry professional that knows a lot about it. If you've read a book and you loved it, some sort of a cookbook or a book that had some really cool food facts in it, email the author. People in this industry are so willing to come forward with information. We love to talk to other people, to get people involved in this industry. People love to talk about food, and people always will love to talk about food. So you should not be afraid at all to find somebody's contact information, reach out to them. I just had another interview yesterday with another intern from a different company who I'd never met before, who just found me on LinkedIn, I guess did a search on LinkedIn of people who had maybe development in their title, and he found me and asked me if I would interview, and I'm more than willing to do that. We love talking to people about food, and we want people to be involved with this industry. There's so much going on here. The food industry at large is always growing.
In general, what is something that motivates you?
I think that for me personally, I have a really strong drive to create and innovate. I love coming up with new ideas. I love problem solving. That's what motivates me to come into work every day. That's what excites me about working in a laboratory environment. I get to be the one that stands there and that comes up with that next thing that somebody's going to maybe eat and maybe they're going to love it. Or I get to be the person that takes something that maybe is bare bones and that is an okay product and make it that over-the-top product that somebody's going to come back into that store every day because they love it so much. I get excited just the same about getting a call from a store where they have a major problem and me being the one who can sit down and say, okay, well here's how we solve it. Here's an easy way that we can turn this around. I love that innovation part of life in any aspect. But getting to
That's
do it every
awesome.
day with something that I really love, which is food, and everybody loves food. Getting to do it every day is just something that really keeps me going, that really keeps me coming in the door every day.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So you got to enhance and enrich people's lives and make things better. So that's really awesome.
There's
Well,
always room for improvement.
absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so today we're here with the corporate chef of Thorntons, Chef Sam. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
And so to start off this interview, I just want to basically ask, what is a day in the life like? What kind of do you do on the regular?
So, a day in the life of a corporate chef for a convenience store involves a lot of different things. Usually, it's product development is the main focus. From there, it can stem from anything from day-to-day issues that might arise with equipment in our stores. Could be day-to-day issues with our vendors and manufacturers, products that we're using in our stores. But nonetheless, it's always busy and it's very demanding.
So what is something that you wish you knew before you came into this position?
It's a good question. I wish that I knew how involved and how detailed the work would be for a chef specializing in convenience store food and products. Nonetheless, my restaurant background and my culinary school and my education still served me very well for helping me to prepare for such a role. But
And so with that being said, is there anything in particular from that background or just from your life experiences that you might share with someone who would like to be in a similar position, or any advice you might have for them?
yeah, so never underestimate the all the work that might need to be involved in learning how to cook simple products, even if it's learning how to cook a hot dog properly. We've got specialized equipment such as roller grills that are great for cooking hot dogs, but in a quick service food environment, when you're learning how to, you're coming up with procedures for real people in real situations who are going to be cooking food to the right temperature standards and right quality standards. There's so many things that you have to look at, and who would have thought that cooking a hot dog would be something that you would spend so much time developing and testing, but it takes a lot of developmental work just to cook a hot dog perfectly for a convenience store.
Right. And so for the viewers out there, that's the complexity is you're not just developing the hot dog, but you're also developing a set of instructions for people over how many stores does Thorntons have?
192 stores.
Over 192 stores that have to be able to receive those instructions and follow them to ensure that, you're not going to get anybody sick, to make sure that the product tastes good, so that your guest is returning. So it's a lot more complex than what I think people give it credit. Is there anything that you would like to share with the public?
Yeah, so I mean, people like yourself, Joseph, and students out there looking for jobs in product development or food science, go for it. We were talking over lunch today. There are so many opportunities out in the world, and there's so much need for great food scientists and great product development professionals. There's always going to be products that we're going to be developing for the public and for different applications to sell, and go for it. Enjoy. Reach for your goals. There are endless possibilities everywhere. I think that it's a great career to be getting in.
And one thing that you said kind of sparked something that I'm in food science, but as a whole, it's food service and hospitality, and that's all built into it. So what we're creating is something that we really hope that our guests and that those that are going to be consuming the product are going to enjoy. So it's always driven by the consumer and what the consumer would like, and sometimes that's trying to test and see what they like, or using other kinds of insight that you might have, but I guess my point is, at the end of the day, it's about service and serving our guests. And so, do you have anything to say about that, maybe?
Well, I mean, Matt Thornton is quoted right up here on the wall. It says, "Serve the guest or serve someone who does." And I think that encompasses everything that you just mentioned.
And so that just goes to the point that, there's a lot of fear, I think, sometimes people have with food or with what's in the food. And so I just want to take opportunities like these to help demystify and help people understand that there's no single person out there that's intentionally in the food industry trying to make food that's harmful for you. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to express, it's about serving the customer. And so that's what we're going to strive to do. And then for my last question, the same question I asked Nakoma, what motivates you?
My job motivates me. Success motivates me. Obviously, everybody wants to be successful. But also, just working for a company that you enjoy getting up and coming to work, you enjoy challenges, those kind of things motivate me. Food, my passion is food. I can't back away from that. It's something that I think about all the time, sometimes maybe too often, but I think that food says a lot about who we are, and being able to share that with other people is really important, and I think it's actually quite special.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to click that subscribe button.
The Food Science Foodie.